Hey, my youth, you know where I watch? Alright, viewers and subscribers, you don't know this is the Dancehall Skiller. Now, there's two things we are going to talk about now. One is of a state of emergency that is happening in South St. Andrew that could last up to 14 days. The second one is of a machete attack that happened in St. Mary, resulting in 4 persons being injured. And you don't know Jamaicans call machete already, so you don't know, just bear with it, alright? And we are going to talk about the first thing now, which is the state of emergency that is happening in South St. Andrew. But I'm going to show you a video clip that could give you an idea of what a state of emergency might look like, especially during the nights. Alright? Please observe.
People are going to sit over on the right side now. Curfew is on. Streets for the police and the dog and the Batman them tonight. This is Steve McGregor speaking.
Now, that little video clip we see a while ago is just an example to show you how it is when a state of emergency is being triggered, you know, like it's happening. So there you saw police officers telling persons to get off the street because they are trying to do their jobs. You see me? Now, I'm telling you this because there has been an announcement that has been made by the Prime Minister of Jamaica, right? Now, on the 7th of July, which is Sunday, the 7th of July 2019, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced that there is a state of emergency for South St. Andrew. And, you know, it would be more extended for another 14 days. But it's all depending on what is the reply from the House of Parliament, you know. Mr. Andrew Holness was accompanied by the Commissioner of Police, the Minister of Security, and the Lieutenant General while he made this announcement. That's what I'm saying to you. Now, here I'm going to show you a little map, you know, so that you can get a general idea of some of the places that are affected by this state of emergency thing that's going to take place right about now. You see me? Now, places that are going to be affected by the state of emergency are Pembroke Hall, UN Den, Marvally, Drews Land, Olympic Gardens, Tower Hill, Waltham Gardens, Maxfield Park, Whitfield Town, Greenwick Town, Delacree, Seaview Garden, Waterhouse, Riverton Meadows, Corville, Washington Garden, New Haven, Ferry, Duane Park, Patrick City, and more places. Alright? Now, this is not the complete list of places that have been affected by the state of emergency, you know what I'm saying to you, but I just name out the main areas because you know that you have community within communities, but individuals that are from communities will understand when they hear their community which is called out, you know what I mean, like you'd say Maxfield Park, so you know, say Maxfield Park is near Richmond and so forth, so they will understand where and where and where. Alright, so this is not the complete list. You get what I'm saying to you? And persons that don't have any real reasons in these areas are asked to avoid these areas due to the fact that you know, this is a state of emergency, and if you must or you have to go to these areas, you are asked to bring the necessary documents because there will be a delay from both entering and exiting these areas, right? And when them say delay, this means that you will be stopped and you probably will have to give them your ID or anything that can identify who you are as a person, you know what I'm saying to you? So, you know, you might want to bring these things because in the event of a state of emergency, you can be detained, right? And when we say detained, it means that you can be held on to by the police officers or the law enforcers for a certain amount of time, which might cause you to lose business or whatever you're doing. So this is a word of advice for those who are out there. So if you must have to travel through these areas to go where you're going, you know what I'm saying to you, because remember they say that parts of Ferry is affected, so you don't know, some people might work at a certain spot that might need to get to a certain spot, so walk with your necessary documents. All right, and again, this is not the complete list of the areas, you know, but you can, you know, I try to give you the best of idea by showing you a little mapping right? That is of South St. Andrew. This state of emergency has been triggered due to the ongoing crime and violence that has been happening in this area, and law enforcers says that they are trying to address this issue as soon as possible. Now, I repeat, a state of emergency has been triggered for South St. Andrew that has been announced by the Prime Minister of Jamaica himself, Andrew Holness, and it could be extended to up to 14 more days depending on the answer that they get from the members of parliament. All right, now I have something else to talk about right about now, where this has something to do with a machete attack, and this machete attack is of a mentally ill person, right? This mentally ill person do some damage that could have caused somebody's life, you know, and persons that are from St. Mary are saying that Jamaica need to do something. And when I say Jamaica, I mean they're talking the government, like they are saying that the government needs to do something about these mentally ill persons that are on the street, because it is very dangerous for the public, right? Now, it has been reported that around 11 a.m. on Saturday, July 6, 2019, right, a mentally ill man has been seen with a machete attacking a businessman and another mentally ill person, right? Now, upon this attack being done, both persons was injured by this mentally ill man, right? And it has been reported that they have been chopped several times, right? Now, a police officer was passing by and saw what was happening, and the police officer, tried to assist this person that has been injured. Now, upon trying to assist this person, this mentally ill man then attacked this police officer and chopped him several times as well. Then it has also been reported that the mentally ill man then tried to escape, but instead ran into a building and barricaded himself in that building, right? Now, the building that he barricaded himself in, it has been reported that there is a elderly man that was in the building at the time while he barricaded himself in. Now, that drew a little panic, or should I say a big panic, from the persons that was there seeing what was going on. However, the police officer then called for backup, right? Now, when the police officer called for backup, they came on the scene and they tried to rescue this elderly man, right? Because he's in the building with this mentally ill person. Now, while they tried to gain access, somehow something happened, but they found a way in, and as they find a way in, the mentally ill man then attacked the policemen, right? The policemen had no choice but to open fire, hitting this mentally ill man, and he is now in hospital going through treatment. Now, there has been no reports of any fatality, and all persons that was in this, that are victim of this thing, are going through treatment at hospital right about now. Is what I'm saying to you? Now, this thing has caused a lot of persons to start to say that the government of Jamaica need to do something about taking these mentally ill persons from off the streets. They are saying that they can't afford for these mentally ill persons to be in the public like this anymore. They need places to put them, because this is dangerous for people, as you never know when they can decide to start doing something that would endanger people's life, you know what I mean? And they go as far as to give an example as to where one that hurt his own mother, right? Meaning that he killed his own mother and killed someone that was young as well. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's just one of many examples, shows where mentally ill persons attack persons from within the public, and they are more worried about what this can cause. You know what I'm saying to you? So viewers and subscribers, you don't know me, Dancehall Killer, I'm going to bring to you what go and keep on up to date and posted, so you can take a look and see and be aware, and to keep yourself safe. You know me do it already, you see me? So as always, if you're new to my channel, don't be afraid to click the subscribe button, leave your comments, let me know what you think, and always read the comments, as my viewers and subscribers will sometimes leave comments that is very informative, and sometimes I myself will leave a comment in the comment section that will keep you up to date and posted to the videos that I present to you, my viewers and subscribers. My name is Dancehall Skilla. Uno big up on yourself. Yes it.
Hey my youth, you know where I watch? Dancehall Skilla. Hear me now? Hey yo, Skilla. You are watching Dancehall Skilla Entertainment.